What's up, everybody? It's shameless plug time. So thanks for checking out the podcast, Going Full Nerd. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe everywhere possible. So look for Going Full Nerd on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, goingfullnerd.com, and my Twitter handle, ONYXXX1969. You can also listen to the audio version on its home, Anchor.fm, but also on Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you consume your podcast listening pleasure. Hey guys, let's get on with the show. What was going on just a second ago? I don't know what was going on a second ago, but what's up, everybody? It's your boy Onyx. The shameless plug is already played. We had a little freeze. Something went on in the beginning, but that's okay. Technical difficulties are expected, but that's good. What's popping? Yo, shout out to everybody popping in, coming in, and as the music gets ready to go away, the last 8 seconds, and we go ahead and hit it. That's, I really need to start getting prepared before I start. I do it all while the intro music is going and all hell breaks loose. You figure I had a lot of issues that I used to blame on the old computer. Now I'm doing it on here. I'm trying to figure out what am I doing wrong, because the brand new beast, I mean, it's boom, boom, boom. Maybe I'm just trying to do too much at any given time, or maybe I'm not doing enough. I don't know. I eventually I'm gonna tear everything down and figure it all out, but it's all good. So what's happening today? Are you ready? Did I do that right? I'm scared to try this. I'm really afraid. Uh-oh. I'm really afraid. I'm really afraid to try this. I got, it's the new hotness out. The new trailers. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but if you was on YouTube for this past week, you've seen a ton of trailers. And when I say there are some movies coming out, some that I will see, some that I won't see, but I'm looking at these things, and I'm gonna use my notes, and part of the new hotness. I'll talk about this in a little bit, but it's like, wow, man. These movies are, what's the best way for me to say it? Oh, excuse me. They are special. Let me sip a little tea. The background does look good. Hey, you like what I'm doing here? This is a virtual background. It's got the Going Full Nerd black and red colors that I like. A movie theater. If you peep the intro is kind of hot. You fade out back into it. Going Full Nerd live. I know y'all like that. Let me get back. Bam. Go ahead and hit the here I go again. So, I'm trying different things because we're getting ready to jump into season 9. I'll call it season 9 or chapter 9 of Going Full Nerd. That'll be the 9th year that I've been doing this whole Going Full Nerd stuff. So we're going to start talking about what I'm going to do to move ahead next year. And we've been doing actually pretty good. We made between you guys that are members and stuff like that, we made roughly about $100 this year so far that YouTube has given us, that we've put towards the Children's Miracle Network hospital charity, which was great. That's awesome. Going to do some revamps on the look and the feel of the YouTube channel. I'm rearrange some playlists and things like that. GoingFullNerd.com has been catching hell, but we did launch the Discord server, and I'm really debating whether or not I'm gonna get rid of GoingFullNerd.com and just run the Discord server for notes and tips and hints and just short stuff, because Twitter's becoming, as we talked about last week, Twitter's becoming even more of the wild, wild west, and sometimes I don't want to be in a lawless state. So it's it's different things. I'm trying to figure it all out, and we're gonna see what we do from here. We're gonna try something different a little bit until we go. Now, we know Christmas is coming up, so that comes up for our annual Going Full Nerd puts the hoe in holidays. That's right. I'm gonna put the hoe in holidays. And we still got, like I said, till the end of December to donate to Extra Life in behalf of Children's National Medical Center in DC, which this is the 2022 Extra Life t-shirt for the fundraising efforts that was sent to me. So that's awesome. That's awesome. So let's start talking about these trailers that dropped. Now, as you can see, I'm drinking my signature green tea out of one of the original Going Full Nerd cups. Mm. And you may say, well, why are you not drinking your signature alcoholic beverage, adult beverage, during this episode? That's because I already finished it. I had a Crown Royal whiskey and cola. So you can't drink. You gotta, in moderation. We're adults here who like kid stuff. Anyway, let's go. Let's move on. Let's talk a little bit. So first up is Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear. Okay, that comes out February 24th of 2023. Cocaine Bear is based on a true story. Now, once I saw this, I said, I got to look up the true story, because I expected a movie like this from the people that made like Sharknado, Sharknado's Revenge, Sharknado 3D, Sharknado The Return, or whatever they call all them Sharknado movies. This sounds like one of those movies. Cocaine Bear. If you've seen the movie poster, if you've seen all that, you'll be like, yo, this can't be. But it is based on true events. It is not a retelling of a true story. It is just based on true events. If the true events really happened, we would not have this movie if they followed the true events. Now, the premise of this is a giant bear gets into some cocaine that fell out of a plane during a drug smuggling operation in Georgia. Or is it North Carolina for the film? I don't know. It's one of them. I didn't dig that deep into it. But to sit here and see this bear go on a cocaine binged killing streak, and just the sheer comedy of this and the goriness is, I don't know if I even should put this on my list of movies to see and view. Just for giggles. Just for giggles. But the true story, and this is put out by Universal Pictures. This ain't like New Line Cinema. This ain't like Joe Schmo Pictures. I got a couple of bucks and I'm putting out a movie. Universal banked this crap. And I haven't seen it, so I shouldn't be calling it crap. But my line is I'm looking at it. The true story. Let's talk the true story. True story. There was a drug smuggling operation. The plane went down. The pilot died. The cocaine fell into the woods. And a bear did get into the cocaine. But the true story stops there, because the true story, the bear got into the cocaine and overdosed. Boom. End of story. Not in Cocaine Bear. This bear is chasing ambulances, running up trees after jokers, and sniffing cocaine. And all this stuff. And the fact that O'Shea Jr., that's Ice Cube Jr., Ice Cube Jr. is in this movie. His daddy should have taught him better. And the trailer got the nerve to play White Lines by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Oh my God. Yes, it might be deserving of watching on a bootleg website or meeting some guy at the subway station with a DVD. Yes, yes, I said that. Next, because this, I mean, I can't go. I could go on a whole episode probably about Cocaine Bear with running jokes. Well, we got Cocaine Bear, Weed Weasel, Meth Monkey, Crack Crocodile. You know, I mean, we could go for all of this. You know what I'm saying? We can have a whole series. Oh my gosh. Oh God. Percocet Parakeet. You know, I mean, I could go on. I really could go on. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, let's move on. So the next movie that came up on trailers this week, and it was not really the first trailer for it, but it was like a second trailer, is comes out April 7th, and that's the Super Mario Brothers movie, which has Chris Pratt voicing the titular character of a Mario. But this trailer had me dying laughing. Yo, this trailer right here, to see Mario, he was like, yo, we getting ready to do this. We gonna do this. And Donkey Kong wore his ass out. Looking like the Hulkbuster armor in Age of Ultron on Hulk. Yo. But on a serious note, this animated feature actually looks pretty damn good. Now, did we really need a Super Mario Brothers movie? I don't know. Some people were complaining that the voice actor for the OG Mario should have did some things, you know, Chris Pratt, you know, and all that. Everybody want to argue and be mad about something. Don't be mad. It's a cartoon. People could do voices. It is what it is, folks. You know, sometimes we carry stuff a little bit too far, but the Super Mario Brothers, it looks real good. At least they didn't try to go for a live action mashup like Sonic the Hedgehog and have that problem. But what I will say is this: the animation looks good. Hope the story's good. Hope the kids will like it. This is something that goes on my list of something that I do have to check out. It is what it is. That's just me. I'm not a big Nintendo player. I own a Nintendo Switch. I never play it. My grandson plays it, but nobody plays Mario. Nobody plays Super Mario, Donkey Kong, Smash Brothers, none of that. Okay, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Coming up, where would I be if I did not talk about a Marvel property? And we're talking Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This is what I can't say. I'm I'm of mixed feelings about this movie. And the reason why I'm going to say I am of mixed feelings about this movie, because this is the end, what I will call the end of the James Gunn era at Marvel. This is also the end of the Guardians. So we got a lot of stuff getting ready to be jam packed in this film. And I don't know if we're going to get a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4. And if we do get a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4, it's actually going to be a part of someone else's vision and thought. So what we're going to get in Guardians of the Galaxy, boom, we're going to get the origin of Rocket, which looks pretty sad, but Disney's going to make the marketing off a real cute baby Rocket Raccoon toys, because inside the trailer they did show a cute little baby with, oh, he looks so adorable. Whatever. It's going to happen. You know it's going to be there. You know that's going to be the rage for people wanting to get it, especially with this movie coming out in May. You know, get something for the kiddies and all that with the little marketing toys. It is what it is. Moving on with that, you also got what I like to say, a lot of loose plot points that probably need to be finished up. Where the hell is Gamora? What are you going to do with the time displaced Gamora? Oh, by the way, they left off. They're gone away from Thor. Where did they go after Thor: Love and Thunder? It is what it is. How are you going to get rid of these characters? Because, Bautista said he's tired of playing Drax because he didn't want to be shirtless no more and hold up on the muscles because he is getting a little chubby. You take a look at Bautista now. Go to the Guardians Christmas special, which I have not reviewed. I'll save that for the Hoenn Holiday special. But what I will say is he had made mention in a couple of articles that he was tired of getting the full body makeup and that he's getting a little pudgy, man. He putting on some pounds, and I get it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's all good. But that you can see they put some clothes on that brother. They put some clothes on him. It is what it is. But they teased it. James Gunn has been on Twitter as long as that's going to last. But long story short, somebody's going to die, somebody's going to be gone, and the Guardians as we know it will be done. But cram packing Adam Warlock, the Gamora story, Rocket's origin, the High Evolutionary, jeez Louise, this is going to have a lot of plot points that I hope get closed. And I still wonder how this is going to connect to the rest of the Marvel story. And is this the total end of the Guardians? And are we going to get even into more cosmic things in the space portion of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Is what it is. Now, we're going to get to two properties. Two properties that I think are well past their expiration date. And we're hoping that they age like fine wine and not like spoiled milk. Let's talk Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I took a look at that trailer. The last Indiana Jones movie, a lot of people was like, yeah. And it had Shia LaBeouf, who he was supposed to be the heir apparent, and his Hollywood career is all fucked up. He ain't like Kanye level fucked over, I don't think. But you ain't seeing him in everything. So it is what it is. But here's the deal. Disney, they put some money into it. Why? Number one, Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford costs money. I don't care what you say. A-rate actor, got some age on him though. He gonna cost some money to get into a film. All right. Next with that, they hit him with some mad de-aging, computer generated, funkalistic, futuristic, let's make him look younger joints. And Disney is throwing down with those, hey, we gonna go ahead and make you younger. They did it with Robert Downey Jr. in the Iron Man films. It was like, They did it with Mark Hamill on The Mandalorian. It was like, ooh, They did that joint with Harrison Ford in his video, and I'm like, yo, this don't look like 82-year-old Harrison Ford. This looks like old, Harrison Ford from his, Tom Clancy movie days. I'm like, okay. And here's the thing. No, he is still alive. He is, yes. And he also, just as a note, mentioned it in a couple of other episodes, he got signed to replace William Hurt as General Thunderbolt Ross in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So he getting paid, but he got some age. Don't get it wrong. So I know his stuntmen are doing their thing. I mean, his stuntmen are like patow. So they're going to make him look good. But the thing that came out in that trailer that I really latched on, my man whipped out his signature Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones whip, and all them jokers pulled out guns. It's like, yo, you gonna bring a whip to a gunfight? Psh, please. Yo, so I think there'd be a good mix of action and comedy. I really wish they would get back. I mean, and I don't know how you could do that with an 82-year-old Harrison Ford. I think he's 82. Is he 82 or 72? Somebody might want to look that up for. But and I think he's 82. How old is Harrison? Hey Google, how old is Harrison Ford? He's 80 years old. There we go. I forgot that I got a Google voice activated. So Harrison Ford is actually 80. Jeez. I so are the action stunts going to be geared towards an 80-year-old, or are they going to really, you know, put that Disney magic on it? It is what it is. But that's a trailer. Hit it online. Boom, 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 boom. Link is in the description. Now, lastly, let's talk about the Transformers. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I stopped watching the Transformers film. The Transformers films, to me, have degraded to a certain point, and I stopped watching them. This one has sparked my interest. Not because we got a transforming gorilla, but I'm looking at it, and you've got characters that are showing up in live action. I think that was RC that I saw in the trailer, along with the Beast Wars guys. I mean, I wasn't really much of a Transformers Beast Wars person. So what can we do about that? It is what it is. Um, you know, it's what's the key? Is ooh, it, it's it's it just looks good. We're going to get the action, we're going to get the explosions, but I really think they need to bury the Transformers franchise. They tried to do a reboot of it with Bumblebee. It looked okay. It was all right. So I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, but Transformers, we may end up going to see that one, even though I have skipped, I believe, the last three, or is it two, Transformers films. That's just me. That's just me. They lost me, man. I mean, I was all in for like the first 2 to 3 of them, and then it just seemed like they were just coming out the woodwork, and the explosions, the story. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm excited to see them too. Don't get it wrong, you know. But how much can we do? And it's, to me, sometimes it's kind of hard to follow that, the Transformers universe. It is what it is. Mm. So lastly, folks, let's get to the last little part. Do me a favor, leave in the comments, not in the chat, but leave in the comments which of those properties you think had the best trailer and you are most excited to see. Me, I'm going to tell you my vote off the bat. Honestly, I'm most excited. And if you take a guess, you might be wrong. Some people would say, oh, he's most excited for the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. No, I'm actually more excited for the Super Mario Brothers. That one, I don't know why I'm being drawn to that one. Inexplicably, it has something that makes me want to see it. So it is what it is. Now, promise to show you something. I broke down and I got myself a new phone. I am thoroughly pleased to get a new phone. I've got me a new phone and I am pleased with it. I don't really do many more electronics reviews like I used to, but I have now a Samsung Z Fold 4. This is not a bad phone. This is on point. I got a case on it because I'm notoriously bad for dropping these things. This is not a bad phone. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a big kid, so really the main reason I got this is to pop this thing open and, you know, kind of as I show, do things like watch watch myself on YouTube. That's kind of cool, right? Right? Nice. Nice. But it's not a bad phone. Battery life kind of sucks. The weight a lot heavier than my old phone, and but it's though it's a smaller when it's folded. I don't need the big screen all the time. That's pretty good. I don't mind it. Um, we'll see how it lasts, and I'll give you guys a check in a few months because I'm not buying any more phone. I should have this phone for at least 3, 4 more years, or at least until they stop doing updates. It is what it is. But anyway, everybody, hey, we got until December 31st. Link is in the description where you can go ahead and still donate. We're still taking donations. You can still get a tax write-off, and we can still help. We have not reached our goal yet. We are at, the last time I checked, where are we? Boom. We are at $525 raised. We'll see what happens from there. But anyway, hey, join the Discord server. I think the link is in the description below. Please. And we could get a lot liver on the Discord server. Plus, I also kind of learned with the Discord server, we could do some video chats. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm thinking about getting some of those together, and I can record those, and we can put them up on the channel. Show a little interaction. I have to put some mature rating contents on it, but it is what it is. If you're in here, hit it with a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And as always, as I got to say, if you can't say something nice to somebody, don't say it at all. Send it to me. I'll say it for you. All right. Hey, big shout out to the state of Georgia. We're watching you. Anyway, peace, y'all. And I'm out of here. Later, y'all. Let me hit the funky outro music. I'm going to be honest with you. I really enjoy each and every one of you. Hey, it is what it is. I'm glad I'm glad for everybody that has donated. We're going to go ahead at the end of the year, especially probably for just after the new year. We're gonna give a big shout out, tribute video to everybody that helped, you know, the Children's Hospital this year. And then we'll start it all again for 2023. Excuse me. I'm trying to jump even more. Okay, if the Discord channel is not on the description, I'm going to put it in there. I know it's in last week's. No, it's in the comment section of the community tab. You're right. You're right. Thank you, Low Cuts. Thank you. Oh, man. And if you haven't already done so, if you're watching the recorded version of this, eventually there'll be a subscribe button right here. Click that. Need more members. I would love to hit 5,000. I don't ask for much. It is what it is. I'm gone.